RCR 247, you're live in the mix. I'm your host, Twizzle White Piece, and today I got one of them sensational interviews with my man, dude. This dude is incredible, man. He owns this conglomeration that's really putting out some stuff out of Chicago. And, of course, me being a Midwest boy, I really got love for it. So I think y'all should support it anyways. You know what I mean? Independence got to unite rather than divide. So without further ado, let's shout out to my man, Schemo Dollars from Wolf Creek Conglomerate. My man, how are you today, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, brother. I'm real good. I'm in here. Yeah. How you doing today?
Man, can't call it. You know, it is like we was talking about earlier. Another day, another dollar. You know what I mean? So
Good day we
real,
woke up today.
real quick, man. I noticed that you're real heavy into that independent scene, and of course, as somebody who has always balanced, being radio with actual entertainer, um, I really support the independent rock, the independent crowd, the independent scene, the independent routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what, first off and foremost, without going any further, how and why did you choose to be so, divested into the independent scene? Like, where did that come from?
Well, basically where it came from was I'm you know what I'm saying, I don't like to too much name dropping things of that nature, but I came from shall we say, A1 or the big labels platform, shall we say. I was my manager was a A&R for Bad Boy.
Okay. Okay.
So with that being said, I toured a lot of different places. I did everything in the United States. I ain't doing outside the country, but I did everything within the country.
Okay.
Due to that, I was around a lot of the hitters, the A-listers in the game. So with that being said, I was behind the scenes in the studio, constantly helping many people, producers and artists as well. But I didn't necessarily have any control over what I was doing as far as the way I wanted to do it.
Okay.
So some things kind of didn't work out with my partner that I was working with on the major side, to where I end up kind of basically being able to have my own thing going on. So because I have my own thing going on, I always stay with the independent crowd. I always was part of the independent crowd, because I always, when we were, one of the reasons why I didn't get signed to the majors is because I wanted to stay independent,
Right.
low key. I never really wanted to sign a major deal. I got offered a major deal 2 times, but I didn't sign that deal because we would lose creative freedom over what we were doing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And with that being said, I still understood that you got to stay kind of independent. So because you got to stay independent, you get more of the profit, you get more creative freedom, you get more of everything. And with that being said, because of the creative freedom and because of independent, I once again I stayed in tune to the people that was independent,
Right.
and I felt like if you was independent, you ain't have a major platform to do what you had to do. So with that being said, because it didn't work out on that end, I took basically everything that I learned from the majors and I applied it to what I was able to do now. What I was able to do now was totally control how I wanted to do everything. So
Right.
basically, you know what I'm saying, because of that, I always wanted to give the independent crowd a major platform. So
Okay.
because of that, it's a lot of artists out here that sound way better than the majors, shall we
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
They don't have a way to get to the majors, or they don't have a way for their music to be heard.
Right. Right. All right.
So
So mad support for the indie crowd because
yeah,
just of the work ethic, the ability, the artistic creativity that comes with being, in control of your own art, right?
yes,
That's what I'm
sir.
understanding. Okay. All
For
right.
sure.
So where did you come from? What's your background? Where you a native Chicago, bro? You just always been there your whole life, or you know what I'm
Yeah, I was
saying?
born and raised in the Chi-Town. Born and raised
Okay.
in the Chi-Town.
All right. All right. All right.
South
Man,
side, east side. Right.
All of it. It's like everything, man. I know. I
Everywhere.
appreciate it. See, that's how I am about Naptown, bro. I just that's my
Yeah.
city, man. That's all of it,
Yeah.
everything.
I'm a Midwest dude. I got family in that town right now.
All the way up to, you know what I
See them
mean?
almost
Like
every other weekend. I see them almost every other weekend.
facts. That's cool. Yeah, real cool,
Yeah.
man. I gotta link you up with my dude out there, man. He actually is the dude that put me into the game so many years ago. But he he's real heavy into that Midwest independent underground scene. They're always doing shows and whatnot. And with you being right around the corner, man, I think y'all will, you know what I'm saying, lock in real good. But that's a topic for another time, another thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Uh
we gonna talk on that because you already know how many you get down.
yeah, we can link on that, no worries. But so okay, so now you've been in Chicago the whole time. Now I know, all right, just from being in Naptown, the Midwest, um, you know, we always get underlooked because or overlooked or however you want to say it. You know, you got the East Coast with New York and Atlanta and all that dirty South and up, you know, all that side. And
Yeah.
then on the flip side, you got the West Coast and all that rotates over there. But a lot of times, you don't really get the full grasp of the Midwest. I mean, I know you got some maybe shouts out like Nelly, you know, with St. Louis and you know, of course, Eminem with Detroit and different things like that. But you know, there's a core Midwest part there, right? That runs from basically, you know what I mean, Chicago, Gary, all the way down, you know, Bloomington,
Yeah,
Naptown,
yeah.
Lafayette, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
That whole I-65 all the way down, you know, even down into Kentucky with Louisville and all
Yeah.
that. These cats out here, these are some of the dopest cats I've ever heard. But of course, we get overlooked because we ain't from the big cities and we don't
Yes,
have
sir.
our city backing us. You know what I'm saying? Chi-Town's a
Uh,
little bit different. So
yeah.
when
But
you were
shut
growing
down.
up, as you were growing up, were they as supportive for you, or was it vice versa?
Man, Chi-Town, this has always been my home, but I always have kind of understood that you might have to leave your home in order to get the goal that you're trying to get to. So during the quest for where I'm at right now, I went to Atlanta, I went to LA,
Mm,
shit, I did New York,
mm,
I did Detroit.
mm.
So basically you have to open your ears for one thing. If you open your ears, you end up hearing music and sounds from different places, no matter what. So with that being said, I always had love in the shot. The shot always loved me. So I always knew that you got to leave where you at in order if you're trying to go a little bit bigger.
Facts, facts. Now, of course, that dude I was telling you about earlier, Big Bro actually told me that, and once I did that, once I actually took that advice. Now, keep in mind, bro, we had did 100 shows, man. We did like 120 different shows all through the Midwest, down to Atlanta, all that, Jeffersonville. All right, but you know, again, a different time. This was, you know, 10, 15 years ago. So it's a little bit different time, a little bit of a different crowd. You know, the seasoning out there was, you know, a little bit different than what they use now. So
Not order.
as as you've grown through this hip hop game and as you've, you know, radiated in different circles, um, what is your take on the progression of music or the progression of the hip hop culture since, you know, since you started?
Man, it has progressed. I mean, because a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people get stuck in errors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like I'm not gonna. We can't go back and always say that this artist was better than this artist.
Facts.
We kind of gotta hear what's being heard right now and go with it. You know, dig what I'm saying? So you just gotta pick kind of what you like and dig throughout what's being played out right now, or being played right now.
All right.
So with that being said, the progression, I feel like, I mean, it's where it is. I mean, we as a genre is more money.
Yeah.
It's more money in it. You know what I'm saying? So as a genre, you have more freedom in it now. So I'm gonna say we progressing with it because a lot of times I already know I'm a hip hop head. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, facts.
I'm a true hip hop head. So with that being said, like shit, motherfucking Wu Tang. I'm
Yeah,
Biggie. I
yeah,
know Tupac. I came up in the era of Tupac.
yeah,
NWA.
yeah,
We can
yeah.
go on with that, but I'm not stuck in that. I got a new artist that I listen to now too. So which within whatever era that's been going on, it has progressed, and I like where we going with it as far as the freedom that artists now have.
I dig that, and I will add to the fact that I'd like to say that if you're an independent artist and you salt on hip hop culture, or the progression of the hip hop culture, then you yourself are not taking into consideration that you're trying to be a part of the progression of the hip hop culture. And
No,
without taking into account that you're trying to be a part of that progression, you can't take away from the progression that's happening, because it's this progression that's happening that might potentially open a door for you to
totally,
be able to radiate. You know what I mean? So,
totally.
a lot of days I hear people say, well, this person's the greatest of all time and it'll never change.
Yeah,
Well, I thought we were supposed to say we were the greatest of all time. I thought an independent artist was to believe in themselves so much that they think they're the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? That was the mindset that I came from, that winner's mentality, which nowadays, I guess a lot more people are more receptive to the fact that there's, more than one goat, and different goats in their different respective rights and so on and so forth. But I remember a time, man, where you know we all were trying to find our place, or some of us still trying to find our place. But it's that linking of the decades and the years and the people that came before us, that laid the path to who we are and what we deliver and what we bring.
yeah,
So,
I agree.
with that being said, now I'm gonna slide one of your statements in there. With that being said,
Yeah.
what's your top three, man? What's your top three for you personally? No generational era. I mean, it could be, you know, anytime, all time. You know what I'm saying? Just what's your top three?
Top three,
Yeah,
man.
everybody's
Good.
got their top three. Everybody's like, yo, this, and that's.
Top three. What we gotta maybe. Damn, you would throw that one at me. Top three. Shit, shit. Cause see, man, I listen to so much music.
Facts.
Fuck, like you hit me, man. I'm going through the eras right now. Like I'm going through the eras. Like shit. All right, okay. Top three of all time. Okay, I guess you got to put Pac in there.
All right, so Pac. All right.
You got to put Pac in there for all time. All time. Fuck. All right. I guess we gonna throw Biggie in there.
All right, so then who's the wild card then? Because I mean, that's the same too. You know what I mean? That's
Okay.
all right.
All right.
So who's your wild card here?
Got a wild card.
Who?
Scarface.
Scarface. All right, bet. All
Wild
right.
card.
Yeah, facts. 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 All right. Now, see, you being from the shot, I would have thought you threw Twister in there. You know what I'm saying? Do or die. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
shit.
man, I was in the streets with them dudes. I was in the streets with them dudes. So I'm not saying it like that, but it's like them my people. So I cannot look at them as all as
Yeah, I got you. I dig
all
that. I dig
time.
that. All right.
Real talk, I'm
So,
in the streets with them.
all right. Moving on. Moving on. Drake or Kenny?
Drake.
Drake. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna go Nicki or Cardi.
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 Yeah.
Even from the Midwest, you're saying that, huh? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Huh?
Her music seems to be her music seems to be more a little bit more catchier.
A little bit more catchier.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. And then my last one will be, let's see, let me get a good one in here. How about NWA or Run DMC?
NWA.
NWA. All
In
right.
that order. Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's keep it rolling. So you've moved on in life, you know what I'm saying? You've lived this, journey that you've had going on, and in that journey, you hit the different spots and different locations, different locales, and of course, Shy will always have your heart. But what other location have you been in that piqued your interest that you was like, well, shit, man, this motherfucker out here was just really off top, off, you know what I mean? Just whoo.
Okay, are we talking vacation wise or are we talking musically?
Music. We'll get to vacation in a second. We'll follow up with that one just so we can.
Musically, I was like, damn, it's jumping. Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yo, I went down there. We opened up for well, we didn't open up for him. He was just performing at the festival that we were performing at. But it was like two acts before Ludacris came on.
Uh-huh.
And I gotta tell you, man, standing on that stage off into that, man, there was so many. That place, I like the receptiveness to their music, bro. They just love it out there. They absorb it. That's just is a big, big part of everything out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
definitely it is. Definitely it is.
yeah, I was blessed to be able to actually get to go out to Atlanta, absorb that culture out there. You know what I'm saying? So of course, big shouts out to Atlanta. But now why do you choose Atlanta like that? Why you say it like that?
It's because of the diversity of the music, and
Facts.
it also seems like from what I was around, it seemed like they truly didn't hate on each other. They truly wanted each other. They truly looked out and wanted each other music to be good and didn't mind each other's music being good.
Facts.
So the vibe of just making good music and nobody hating on you. That's what I liked about it.
Bro, and now listen, real talk. I feel like, and it could be just maybe the circles that I've had to experience, over the 20 some odd years that I've been doing this, but I really feel like, there's a lot more hating going on than should be or needs be. A lot of people, they look at
Yeah.
me and they say, well, he's done this, he's done that. So I can't work with him or I won't work with him. And I'm over here like, well, why? You know what I'm saying? Like I have literally been told, bro, that I have done too much. Like my resume, my work, what I mean, too many shows, too much. I've done too much for this person to work with me. And I'm like damn, you know what I mean? Like that just don't make no sense to me. So yeah, I
Like
really
some,
feel like we could definitely link more, or at least learn a lesson or two from some of these underground cultures where rap is really developed, like New York, like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
These
That's
places are some
how
of the huh.
that's how those different areas actually did come up or progress
Facts,
was
facts,
because they all got together. They did not
facts.
hate on each other. I'm from the Chi. We already know that. So one thing I will say about Chicago is that I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna cut it short. We hated on each other as
Naptown the
artists.
same way.
We hated on each other. Like real talk. Like it was a lot of people that didn't rock with Twister just because of where he came from.
Facts, facts,
There was a lot of people that didn't rock with Do or Die,
facts.
Psychodrama,
Oh yeah.
because of they you either gonna listen to this one or you gonna listen to that one,
Right. You
but you
had to choose. You had to choose, right? Yeah, you had to choose. Facts.
I mean, on some real, it was gang banging was involved in it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
facts. Many a
saying?
time I've lost either a person or had a person lose a person in the studio, coming out of the studio. Fucking,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That shit, it takes on a different connotation when you start talking about giving your all for it. You know what I'm saying? Giving your life
yeah,
for it. There's a
yeah,
difference between giving my life, which means all of my time and my effort, than
yeah.
giving my life for it. Bro, if you willing to give your life for rap, then you a cold blooded motherfucker. Because I'm not trying to die for it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
real talk. I'm not trying to die for it, bro. I just want to create art, bring some real shit. You know,
yeah,
walk this journey
yeah.
with me that I've been living. You know what I mean? Like
Hey, hey, if I die, there ain't gonna be no more music. What we
facts.
doing
You know, if
around
we
here?
all kill each other, where the fuck is music gonna be?
What we
Facts.
doing around here? Yeah, what we doing around here?
All right, so now you've moved on, you've gotten older, you've made some changes, you walked this path with this Wolf Creek conglomerate now. So how did that come to be, and what all does that entitle?
That came to be from off of where I been from, where I came from. I did not. You gonna throughout this interview, you will constantly kind of hear me say creative freedom.
Yeah, facts.
Where I was, it might have been where an artist would have
Are
wanted to
trying to
be.
get to, but
They got and they would truly feel like they were there, but you don't have creative freedom.
right,
So it's like I'm not a robot. You know what I'm saying? With that being
right,
said, I I'm making music that I want to make. And if I can't make that music, then I'm wasting my time.
right.
I will not force anything. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta have it. You gotta be able to have that creative freedom. And I
Why else are
didn't
we
have
making
it.
music, right? Like I thought that was the point. You know what I mean? Self-expression, you know, creative expression.
So I didn't have creative freedom the way I wanted it with my peoples that I was with.
Yeah,
It didn't it didn't work out the way it was supposed to. So I said I'm gonna do it a second go round, but this round I'm gonna do it my way.
right,
My way.
right.
So because I was able to do it my way, I was able to make projects like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. I was able to churn them out, bro. We did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of
Yeah,
stuff. That I did more stuff during this conglomerate era that I did before on the before era.
facts, facts.
If it didn't work out, I wanted to once again during this era, the conglomerate era, I wanted to give people creative freedom.
Mm,
So whoever that was used to be with me, that stayed with me, all right, I got something else for you. And now
yeah,
this is what this was Wolf
right,
Creek
right,
Conglomerate.
right, right.
And that's actually why it's called a conglomerate, because a conglomerate is a group of people with the same mission in mind. Behind the scenes, bro, now people truly behind the scenes, they truly feel like they can come to me and holler at me and be like, man, let's do this way, let's do this that way. If it sounds good, then it is what it is. We're gonna go with it that way. You dig
Right.
what I'm saying? So you can really we are truly a conglomerate over here. We truly are putting this together to make it better. You dig? So that's what happened with all this. That's why it's with the Wolf Creek Conglomerate.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So you created this, you got this you know, collective conglomerate, you know, this group, this, you know, this entity. All right, you're pushing this brand, you're pushing this, you know, clothing line and social medias and art project. I mean, musical art
Yeah.
projects and you know, so on and so forth. At the end of the day, all right, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, when it's all said and done, and you're looking back, all right, where do you want to see this thing progress to? Now, is this just a local thing? Is this a worldwide thing? Is this a niche thing where you only lock in a certain thing and that's what you're cool with? How are you? What are you
We
trying?
we global, no Jim Ross. I'm building a legacy over here to be honest, because like where I'm at with it now, due to where like you know you're saying I'm old, I'm getting older now. So what I'm doing is I'm building a legacy for my kids. I
Facts.
have two boys. Um, I'm at the point now. A lot of people, you know, a lot of kids, they have generational wealth. I'm real talk trying to build generational wealth for my family. Generational wealth for my family and my peoples around me,
Right.
and so we can all get some bread because it's a lot of bread out here. So everyone can share and everyone can make it together. So why not
Mhm.
put our minds together collectively and make it happen? You did what I'm
I
saying. So
did
that's
that.
what
I did that.
it's about building a legacy.
All right. A legacy. I
And it's
like that
global.
response.
It's
I
global.
like that response. He said a legacy. Fuck being local, being a legacy.
It's
All
global.
right.
It's global
So
to where
we got we got just a couple minutes, man. Now with these last couple minutes, man, I really want to dive into the mindset of a man like you. All right. With all
yes, sir.
this journey that you've walked through, now you've got your family, you've got this conglomeration. What is your personal, you know what I'm saying? What is the thing that gets you up in the morning saying, you know what? I gotta keep moving. Okay. And I'm not talking about, them cliche things, hey, it's my desire, my family, my God, my whatever the case may be. I'm talking about what is that in there? Is this a need to prove? Is this a desire to shine? Because in my case, it's a desire to shine. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I believe that inside I am so capable of being so captivating that a motherfucker, if they would just pay attention, couldn't take their eyes off me. That's the mindset I have. So you dive into that mind. I'm getting right to the core, bro. I'm talking about that real shit. What is it that drives you like that?
That long term bread, bro. That long term
Facts.
bread. I mean, my name is
Facts.
more dollars, more money, more food, more
Facts.
food. You dig. We out here,
Facts.
man, bro. Like, man, you see me shining, like, cause that's where I come from. That's what I'm used to. You dig.
Yup.
So, with that being said, shit, let's get this all the way around. All the way around and
Let's
let my
go, bro. I
son
like that.
eat the same way. I want them to be eating the way I was eating and what I'm used to. Bro, this is how we do it over here, man. Like,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
we're about living a good life. We're
Facts.
living a
If
good
it
life. So
don't make money, it don't make sense.
dollars in it, man. They don't call me Mo Dollars for no reason, bro. So we're doing it for the love of music, but we're doing it to get some bread.
Facts. That's what we're doing it for. And anybody who says otherwise, like goddamn lie. All right.
Man,
What's them links? What's that website? What's that social media stuff? You know what I'm saying? What's all that people need to know so that they can lock in with you?
man, we're gonna keep it simple. All you gotta do is just go to the website, Wolf Creek world.weebly.com. That's weebly.com. Wolf Creek World, shit, .weebly.com. Go there, it got everything there.
I like the way you did the independent people. Like, I like how you had that, what I'm saying? You had people from all around the world, like little snippets of people with their picture. And I like that. That was real dope. I liked that.
The
As
mission,
a conglomeration or a radio, as a podcast, as the entity that you're operating as to show off people like that and to support people like that is dope as fuck, man. That's
the mission,
something that doesn't get there's not enough of that. You know what I mean? So
bro, the mission is hashtag no Gen Ross. Like when we first started the podcast, I literally would have episodes where we didn't play hip hop. So,
facts.
like, we literally, it was because like it was a reason why, you dig, like hashtag no Gen Roz over here.
Yeah,
We
facts.
first, because see, that's the thing. A lot of people assume that it's just about hip hop. No,
Nah, man,
no.
music comes in all forms.
It comes in all forms, and it comes from all languages. You dig?
Facts.
Like,
That too, right?
when you think about music, it don't have no color or no age. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So why hate on any artist that's making good music? You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I truly wanted to give them a major platform, a major way to be able to share their music with the world, because a lot of times they don't have that platform to do it. So that's where it was. That's where it was created. It was just to basically to show the love of music and to show artists there is a way that other artists in the world can't hear your music, and we gonna
So
provide it over
when
here.
I first started FCR 247, and in fact, even if you look back at the thing, it says in 2015, Big Lou and Twism created FCR 247 with the desire or the intention. I can't remember how it's worded exactly, but it's to basically give independence the services, the opportunities, the networking,
Yeah,
that because I rotate in a lot of circles
yeah,
with people who you can't easily get to. So
yeah,
shouts out World
exactly.
Stars, shouts out Jimmy and Eileen.
Yeah,
You know
yeah. For
These,
real. I hear you.
yeah, and because because these people move behind the scenes, which I've always found that people who move behind the scenes
Yeah.
just seem to be a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Like, man, bro, like for real. Like I would be in major studios in LA and Atlanta. I would be sitting blowing. I would be next to Lil Weezy. We talking, conversating with each other. I
mm,
would be next to Gucci Man. I did shows. I would open up for Waka Flocka. Like, so I'm just
fuck, Waka Flocka, shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
remember.
yeah,
Literally, I
yeah,
remember. You listen. So I don't know if you remember this, but I remember when Waka Flocka was doing his Midwest tour, bro, and like the hate when he came to Purdue and like West Lafayette and shit. The
yeah.
hate was so fucking real, bro. Like people really did not like Waka Flocka. Where like
Hey, I feel you because, like you were saying, we ended up bringing them to Carbondale for a college down there in Carbondale. So we
yeah,
did this there, bro. They turned it out. We ended up getting kicked out of that joint because they turned it up. They
you
turned
feel
it
me?
up, but it
So
was like he was hitting hella areas. He was hitting hella areas, and
he
because
was.
it's
He was everywhere, bro. I can't even lie. I can't even lie.
yeah,
So, all
yeah.
right, man. We got like 1 minute left, my dude. I really appreciate you, and of course, man. I'm heavy independent, so if you ever, need anything, want anything,
We
we're
gonna have a sit down where we're on WPN radio to whip in on my joint. I need to sit down with you.
oh, facts, bro. We can do that,
Yeah,
absolutely.
because I
But
need to
I'm
sit
saying,
down with
even off
you.
that topic, man, you need something, want something, let me know, because like I said, there's things and options that we keep all close to our chest that
Yes,
you
sir.
know. So, but
Yeah, we
anyways,
definitely. This ain't the last. This
nah,
ain't
this
the,
ain't the
this
end of
the
it. This
first,
this
but
is
it ain't the
just the
last.
beginning, bro. We just now cracking that bottle. So,
Yeah.
all right, my dude, I will get at you, and of course, like I told you earlier, link you in with everything tonight. And I hope you and your family enjoy the weekend and
Yes, sir,
upcoming
brother.
stuff that happens, and be blessed, my brother.
You too. Be safe, brother.
All right, bro. All right.